Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia Southern's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To throw, it's Odom. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
With the catch, it's Dallas. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Let's talk for a second about Marshall. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Number 12, sent to kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Odom. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 45. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Purdy on the Jets. Got some room, made it to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue.
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that coverage.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Taylor wants to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time
he's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
it's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Dropping back, it's Odom. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Martin.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. He might want another play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Odom. He's got an open man. Brings him to the open. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Still looking, on the move. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get first.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurd!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Gregory. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back to pass. It's Odom. That's caught. It's Porter. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. At the 40, there he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it down and run. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Clemson. never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On 1st and 10 from the 38.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for room. It's Carney. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some.